some people are just really good at Halloween. I'm not one of them. I don't, do you love? No. We're not good at it, but we have a Vikings fan who is getting a ton of attention right now for her costume idea. It is a play on the very obvious missed face mask call in that Vikings-Rams game. Megan Gangnon is here with us, I believe. Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hi, Megan. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, sure.
So we got to know who came up with this. How did this all happen?
Yep, that was me. I'm the Vikings fan and the biggest football fan in the house. So, yep, that was me. The two older boys decided a while ago that they wanted to be Vikings players again this year. The youngest one, he couldn't decide. He's 3, so changes his mind every hour.
Right.
So a couple of weeks ago, I sat down with him. I'm like, "What do you want to be, buddy?" We found a rough costume. I'm like, "Hey, that goes with your brother's outfit. Why don't we do that?" So. Yeah, and then after Thursday happened, I texted my husband. I was like, it would be kind of funny. We made him a blind ref. Yeah. At least for
it's been just such a moment, and people have talked about it so much, right?
I love it.
It's just
I love a timely Halloween costume. There it is right there.
Yeah.
2 Vikings players and a blind referee. It's genius. You must have just only had days, Megan, to put this together.
Well, we had the referee costume for a few weeks now.
It was all there.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
you
so
just put it all together.
Just since Thursday, I was like, sunglasses and a stick, and it kind of changes the whole thing. But
and just to be clear, you've had to clarify a couple things about that photo, right? Because you put explain that.
Yeah, a few. So everyone's kind of like, the turnaround time with that was pretty quick, wasn't it? I was like, no, not really, because we had this planned. Just had to add the sunglasses, and we know, it should have been a Rams player, but
what are you gonna
they're
do?
Both Vikings fans.
Exactly.
They're not going to make one change for a Halloween costume.
Well, we get it. Fans get it, and I just think it's just been embraced by so many fans. It really has. I was telling these guys, I feel like we use that word viral. We throw it around a lot, but everywhere I looked, and people were retweeting it, and it had tens and tens and tens of thousands of likes and real for you right now.
It's pretty overwhelming, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I keep telling everybody, if I had known that this was going to happen, I would have planned it better. Yeah, we've had friends and family send us messages saying, I've had people send this to me not knowing that these were your kids and I'm related to them. So it's pretty funny.
Oh man,
it makes a really bitter feeling positive. I love this positive spin, because now I feel like we can just be like, yeah, that was we didn't like that moment, but remember the family that dressed up as it for Halloween. That makes it so much better.
I know. Yeah, it's bringing smiles to a lot of people's faces. Oh, did you?
So you're a Wisconsin family, but the boys cheer for the Vikings too. We know you are from Minnesota or spent some time in Minnesota, but you're all Vikings fans, huh?
Well, yeah, my husband and I are actually from Minnesota, but I'm the biggest football fan in the house. He is a Packers fan. Me being the biggest football fan, I'm trying to, sway the boys to come this way. And so far it's been working. So we took him to training camp and a preseason game this year. So I think it's working so far. And, I might turn my husband eventually too. So
of course you will. Keep working on him. But so many families have that dynamic, right? Whether you live in Wisconsin as a Minnesotan or whether you marry someone. I know our executive producer, Ryan Rablin, his wife is as a Packers fan. And so they just had a son, Henry, who's, less than 1 year old. And what kind of, fan is Henry going to be? Yeah, so it's a real thing. So since you're such a big fan, I have to ask, what your thoughts on the season are, because I'm dying to hear as a diehard what you're thinking as we're at this point now.
I mean, yeah, super optimistic starting the season 5-0 and then, losing those last 2 games. But we kept them pretty close. So and then we got an easier stretch coming up here, I think.
I think so too.
I'm still optimistic that we'll sneak into the playoffs and see what happens.
I think so too. Well, this is just awesome. We're so glad that you were able to share this with everybody and just bring a smile to so many faces. Thank you for doing that. And your kiddos were great sports, especially your 3-year-old who probably had no idea what he was walking into. But this will be a great family memory. And yeah, if this doesn't solidify them as Vikings fans,
it's a done deal now. I think so.
All right,
that's
Megan,
what I've been saying. Yep.
Megan Gangnon, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you guys.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye.
So good.
That's so cute.
So cute, right?
I'll remember that for years.
Yeah.
And Twitter will too.
And Twitter will too. All right.